So I know that in the morning for me, here I am, sets the intention. It creates a sense of mindfulness for me that allows me to settle into that absolute secret, sacred place in the Most High. And there was a time when I would sing it and I was afraid of what it sounded like. And today that doesn't happen because it doesn't matter, because it's all God. It is all that divine from within, which allows us to connect. So it's not about how it sounds or the words, it's about how it feels. I also know that when I first started meditation many years ago, and it started with a book by Jon Kabat-Zinn, Wherever You Go, There You Are. And I just did a geographic, I moved, so guess who came with me? Talked about meditation, the poise, the posture, settling into that place, quiet. Everything had to be just lined up. And I can tell you I was freaking not there. It took me years and years and years to allow my mind to stop the chatter, to stop all the things going on outside, and be able to sit. And how I did that was through music. I did it by listening to things like Michael Gott's I Breathe in the Heart of God. And I listened to that over and over and over again. And then Erica Luckett came out with, and Lisa Farrell was So Sacred. And there was an intention that got set, so sacred, so secret. And I had the same feeling when it came to Waiting to Exhale this morning by Whitney Houston when I was in the car driving. I heard this song. And last night it was Queen's Find Me Somebody to Love Me. You know, there's this intention that gets set. There's an intention that gets set. It doesn't need to be this quiet, reflective, perfect posture. I'm in the car, I'm setting a mindfulness, I'm creating an intention for myself. And in doing that, I let go of everything else going on, and I'm focused right there in that moment. There was something that I read that said, what is the sound of one hand clapping? So picture it. Do it with me if you'd like. Picture it. What is the sound of one hand clapping? Well, for me, what happened was that sound of one hand clapping was that space of where God meets me. It is that internal divine that no matter what is going on, I am creating that experience. So in that silence, which is what we do when we meditate and we create mindfulness, in that silence, I can let go again and allow. And I get to create the symphony or the rock concert or the joy or the abundance in my life. That's what it allows me to do. The book talks about a quote which I went to immediately, and I've been spending some time with this book for about 5 months. And it said, being too goal-oriented and focused goes hand in hand with being busy, driven, and worried. We lose the ability to be more open and more present and to have freedom and space in our minds and our lives. Our quality of life is vastly improved. And I was on 5 boards, running a company, practitioner class, running insanity. And I can tell you through that insanity comes oftentimes that opposite of what that is, and that's sickness. So healing had to happen. There had to be a healing and a space where I had to go within. And sometimes they give you medicine to heal you. You know, the doctors, they love to do that. Pharmacy companies and all that. And I came upon this thought that it's not that the healing is the problem, because I know internally, I'm a practitioner. I practice science of mind. I know that I'm healed. There's nothing I need to do but know and believe the truth. So the medication makes me sick. I don't know if you ever had that experience. And it makes me sick so that I can't do anything. I'm released of any bondage of having to be somewhere else because all I need to do is focus in on myself. There were, in the book it said, the other phrase that came to me was committing yourself to doing nothing. Now, I'm a Catholic boy from the Midwest. If we sat on the couch too long, we were forced to get up and go do something. That was my training early on. We were not allowed to sit. That was a sin, an error. We were lazy or sloth-like. Working on yourself, breaking old unhealthy habits of thinking, dealing with built-in resistance, the bead story, we'll relate to that another time, regular practice, and patiently persevering through uncomfortable times. And let me read that one again because that stood out to me. Patiently perceiving through uncomfortable times. For me, that means life on life's terms, whatever that looks like, whatever that is. And that's a very, very difficult place for me because I want to go and do, I want to go and experience, I don't want to miss out on a single thing in my life. So when we go within and we allow, we experience the divine. We get to do that each and every Sunday that we come here. You can go home and do it in a prayer practice. You can be in the car rocking out to whatever song it is that you love, and you are creating a mindful experience for yourself, which will allow you then, at some point, because I was able to learn how to sit in a chair for an hour, silently and quietly. My thoughts drift from time to time, that's natural. And it's blissful as you experience it moment by moment. There are three noble truths that I read in the book. And James is doing the book study on Tuesdays, and he can go through in depth a variety of things that are going on with this book. He's done a beautiful job with it. But the three noble principles are good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good in the end. And for someone like me, that meant that there's no right way, no wrong way. There's no up or down in it. I don't have to do it any specific way, and the book talks about that. It's good in the beginning, it's good in the middle, and it's good in the end. Perfect experience is created no matter how you do it, what you do it, for how long. It is perfect. So in doing that, let's go within. Settle into that secret, sacred place, allowing for this next minute to be that quiet, comfortable, discomfortable, whatever it may be for you. So within, so without. As we settle into that secret, sacred place to the Most High, the one God, one present, one absolute being. As I know God is, I am. Recognizing that this service is absolutely supported in each and every facet, each and every way. From our ushers and our greeters, to our office personnel, to the music, to the cake ladies and gentlemen, to our musicians, to our practitioners, for Stephen who's holding high watch today, and for Dr. Michael, in which the idea and beauty of Spirit speaks in and through him, as him, is him this morning, speaking the word. What a grateful place this is. What a grateful place to be in this absolute moment of mindfulness, knowing that the intentions that are set forth today are those things that I want to create and that can be created. So in loving gratitude and joyful thanksgiving and in all that I know is good and very good, I release these words into law, knowing where I know that they are already done in the mind of God. And if you are in agreement with me, please join by saying, and so it is. So if you would, please come back to the room, your presence, wherever you may have been. Thank you for allowing me to be of service. Namaste.